Hey, I'm Jim Search, and welcome to Understanding Upstate, the podcast dedicated to exploring what makes Upstate New York such a unique place. Each week, my co-host Rob Adler and I dive into a new Upstate topic to help us better understand what's up Upstate. And today, we are taking a far left turn into the less talked about world of cults in Upstate New York, baby.
As you're reading our boilerplate intro, I was just thinking about the phrase, what makes Upstate New York such a unique place? It's cults.
Yeah, because there's no cults anywhere else in the country. It's just in Upstate New York.
I mean, look, there's a lot of land. In preparation for this, I was reading some Reddit pages, and there's a lot of Reddit posts. Why are there so many cults in Upstate New York?
Right. Yeah. I definitely saw some of that. I didn't click on them, but I definitely caught some just like, why are people up here so fucking wild? Which, look, truth be told, man, it explains why Upstate New York is pretty red in terms of our political leaning. I mean, the racism aside. But the fact that it's just like, oh, word? You mean like there's somebody who can like tell us what to do and we're not going to think twice about it? Hell yeah.
Sign me up.
I want more of it. Give it to me. Speaking of what can be given is if you would give us a subscribe, a rate, a review to our show, that would be incredible. Share an episode with a friend, put a 5-star review in Apple Podcasts, and let us know your favorite upstate location or person or cult in the review. Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite cult? Let us know.
I mean, I like to think that the Speedy Freaks is it's like a light cult,
sure,
like diet cult.
Yeah,
like it's
we're
not a good group of people.
We're not asking for money nor anything fucking nuts. Well, money, money would be great, but I mean, we're not asking you to drink Kool-aid and get on a spaceship and die, right? Relatedly, I had a pitch for a TV show, and it never went anywhere. But it was basically called "Are You Stronger Than a Cult?" And it takes contestants, and everybody joins a cult for a month. And if you leave, if you're just I'm out, then you get $10,000. You know what I mean? But if you stay, then you lose, and now you're in a cult. So.
Jim, I think they already had that. It was called The Apprentice. Look how that turned out.
Yeah, perfect. And it turned out perfect.
Right.
Seamless, like the delivery service. So, I guess we should get into a particular cult as of more recent time, right?
Yeah. I would say this is one of the more prominent ones, certainly in upstate New York, but one of the more nationally and I imagine internationally known cults, in the last decade for sure.
Oh yeah, this made some headlines. This made some waves. I do want to put a disclaimer out before we jump into this. There's way too much information about the batshit craziness of NXIVM that we're going to talk about. So we are just going to bring you the highlights or lowlights, depending on how you're looking at this, of this cult in particular. Okay? So if anybody out there, any of our Speedy Freaks out there is just why didn't you talk about this? It's because we picked what was the most salient pieces of information to give you. All right?
There we go.
As I just said, we're going to be talking about the cult NXIVM, which, by the way, it's just Roman letters, right? It's Roman numeral vibes here.
Yep.
And I had to, in preparation for this, I typed in NXIVM into YouTube and how do you pronounce it?
Right.
Because it's just letters. It's NXIVM.
Yep.
And that's no way in the English language is there any word that would possibly be spelled in such a manner, right?
No, it's incorrect.
It is very much grammatically psychotic to unpack. So,
I think it's probably a good litmus test where, like, if you can convince someone to say NXIVM the way it's written, you're like, easy mark. Come on in.
Yeah. They're like, oh, okay, so you the water's warm. Get in.
Yeah.
We'd love to have you here.
Come on in. The Kool-Aid is warm. Yes.
Love it. Love it. All right. So let's talk about a brief history of NXIVM, right? Before founding NXIVM, Keith Raniere, who is the leader of this this little engine that could, created Consumer's Byline, which off the rip sounds super shady, right?
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like a telemarketer that would, like, telemarketing company you'd work for that, like, you know, is like, our business, you know, our business model, our business plan is like to do good business. You know what I mean? Like, their slogan or their log line is just like, we want to sell a lot of things. So, Consumer's Byline, a business venture the New York Attorney General accused of being a pyramid scheme. Well, with a name like that, makes sense to me. In 96, Raniere signed a consent order in which he denied any wrongdoing, but agreed to pay $40,000 fine and be permanently banned from, quote, promoting, offering, or granting participation in a chain distribution scheme. So, on the nose, right? It's like, I didn't do anything wrong, but I'm going to pay money. Well,
Jim, I can't imagine finding myself in that situation.
Oh, yeah, me either. I believe he in so many ways signed an NDA and said, "Hey, I didn't do anything wrong. You can't say I did if I just pay money, and then I didn't do anything wrong." All right. So NXIVM, we fast forward the tape. NXIVM was a cult led by a convicted racketeer and sex offender.
Ooh, you don't. Oh, that's not. Sex offender's not fun. The word racketeer, you don't hear that too often.
No, you don't. Sex offender, you do hear a lot.
Yes.
In this
you do.
torrid Sodom and Gomorrah of a country we live in. So, led by convicted racketeer and sex offender Keith Raniere, NXIVM is also the name of the defunct company Raniere founded in 1998, which provided seminars ostensibly about human potential development, which is awful and sounds wild, and serves as a front organization for the criminal activity by Raniere and his close associates.
I will say, as someone who works in podcasting, I do a lot of YouTube content and stuff.
Sure.
And every so often I get hit up to work with someone or hit up by someone who works in the human potential development sphere, and I run for the hills so fast. As
you should, right? Because, like, it's either like a complete grift, right? Mm-hmm. Or it's a cult. I mean, both. It could be both, but, like, I feel like it lends itself to either of those spheres, which again exist at the same time.
It's that self-help is it's a slippery slope.
Sure. I mean, I feel like if anything, it's just like, yo, eat vegetables, drink water, and get 8 hours of sleep. Like, that's.
There you go. Look, if Tim Robbins wants to give me $1 million to edit one video for him, I'll consider it.
Sure.
One video.
Yeah, just one, and then you're out.
Wait,
right?
Tim Robbins? I think I mean Tony Robbins. Definitely will work with Tim Robbins.
Right.
He's got like an Oscar or two, right?
Yeah, he's got some stripes in the game. So, following Raniere's conviction in 2019, the Department of Justice seized ownership of NXIVM-related entities and their intellectual property through asset forfeiture, which, good. You know what? Good. So the NXIVM Corporation was based in the New York Capital District, which is right around Albany, and had centers throughout the United States, Canada, and Mexico.
Wow.
At its height, NXIVM had 700 active members.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of people, right? And like, notwithstanding like the cult out there that's like, you know, essentially trying to run our country, it's crazy to me. I think about this a lot of just like how people get involved in a cult, right?
Yeah.
Like there's somebody out there who's just like, I have this plan and you should follow it. And you're like, okay. And then they're like, so sign over everything you own and join us. And it's like, you don't stop to pump the brakes at any point here.
Yeah.
Wild.
I mean, the crazy thing, newsflash, I also think about cults.
We got a spin-off like short series of podcasts.
Yeah. It'll never take.
Nah.
People talking about true crime and cults? No,
that won't work.
That wouldn't be successful in the podcast space. But even like, because I mean, yeah, Albany is not a rural. There's rural areas around Albany, but like,
sure,
Albany is a major city. There's cults. There's been cults in New York City. There's like a cult community in Staten Island right now.
Sure,
like they have existed. It's not just like, people out in the middle of nowhere who are just picking up like stragglers and stuff. They can happen anywhere. Like, and it's crazy.
It's so nuts. But and I think like as I ask the question, I get my answer of just like, listen, people are like looking to identify with shit and like want a sense of belonging and will get that however they can. And like, they're willing to be like, yeah, I'll like give my firstborn and sign away everything to be part of that shit. So
yeah. Hey, look, guys, all you have to do is subscribe, rate, and review our podcast and you can come into this BD Free community. We're not, a soft pitch.
Soft pitch, low investment, like I don't know, man.
Yeah.
We're not full scumbags over
like
here.
30 to 60 minutes a week. Come on,
Put this on while you're cleaning the house, whatever, man. Just
come over, clean our house. We'll get to that.
If you have like a deed to your house, I'm just kidding.
Right.
All right. So, founding and initial success. Let's get into that, shall we? Yeah. In 1998, Rainier and Nancy Salzman founded NXIVM, a personal development company offering, and I quote, executive success programs, which sounds fucking just nothing. It sounds like absolutely nothing. Acronymed ESP, and a range of techniques for self-improvement. Just therapy. Anyway, Rainier claims it, quote, main emphasis is to have people experience more joy in their lives, end quote. In one account cited by former NXIVM member Sarah Edmondson, Rainier chose the name based on the ancient Roman system of debt bondage known as NXIVM. So,
oh, no.
Slavery.
Oh, no.
That is what we are talking about. Although, you ask them, the 2002 registration with the United States Patent and Trademark Office for the NXIVM trademark states, quote, the foreign wording in the mark translates into English as the next millennium. Get the fuck out of here. Do not piss on my leg and tell me it is raining NXIVM. Y'all are gross. So, during the NXIVM seminars, students would call Rainier and Salzman Vanguard and Prefect, respectively.
Yikes.
Get out of here. The Hollywood Reporter wrote that Rainier adopted the title from the 1981 video game Vanguard, quote, in which the destruction of one's enemies increased one's power, end quote.
I gotta look up this video game. It sounds pretty fucking bad. Am I joining a cult right now?
No, Rob, you're too chill. I don't want that, dude. You can't. You are too good of a person. I won't allow it.
Whoa, dude. The cover for Vanguard is pretty fucking rad. It's I think it was an arcade game from what I can tell. And the poster is like this old man with a beard and long, like, looks like long white hair. And he's like staring, terrifyingly staring off into the distance while lasers, I'm pretty sure, beam into his eyes. They're not coming out of his eyes. There's some aspect of terror to his face. And there's like a planet and asteroids and shit. Jim, it looks pretty cool.
Well, I want that to stop there. I can't. I do not want you to get involved in this torrid life.
Just gonna bookmark this for later.
See what the deal is with the organization. The reasoning for the titles was that Rainier was the leader of a philosophical movement, and Salzman was his first student.
Jim, if you had a cult, what would your nom de plume be?
I would say if I had my own personal cult, it would be Search Heads.
Ooh.
No.
Well, but what would your name be? That would be your followers.
Yeah. They'd be Searchaholics. If I were the cult leader, I'd be the Grand Prime Father.
Oh, wow. 3 honorifics there. That's pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
What about you? Where would you go?
I think I'd just be Steve. I just go by Steve. Just a different name altogether.
Just to have fun with it.
Oh, or no, I'd be the Steve.
The Steve.
The Steve. I guess that's kind of like going down a Fight Club lane. Like everyone had the same name, right? In Fight Club.
Sure.
There's no original thought.
I saw somebody posted, and it was like basically about like Fight Club. Is that like all those movies in the 90s were just like, I'm so tired of having benefits and a steady job. This sucks.
Yeah. And then 9/11 happened. Basically, all those movies stopped after 9/11. It was like, everything sucks. And then 9/11 happened, and they're like, America's great.
Yeah.
It's
like, so you're mad at the fact that like you can have insurance. Anyway. Well, Rob, talk to us a little bit about the hagiographical claims, which, do you know? I had to look it up.
No.
I'd be lying if I told you what I knew what that meant, but I researched it.
Please enlighten me and the fellow Speedy Freaks.
Now, I will, like I said, I do want to preface that I did not know this word until we embarked on this journey. And I was like, I got to figure out what this means. Basically, it is the, like, retelling of your own story in a world of perfection. And you have done nothing wrong. And, like, you are over-exaggerating and just creating a narrative that's just, like, mostly, I mean, not true, but just like wildly inaccurate, which we'll see as we get into this world of the hagiographical claims of one Rainier.
I just want it to be clear that no one should ever worry about me portraying myself as not having had faults before.
Sure.
You know, I feel like I'll be able to steer clear of hagiographical claims in the future. But we'll see. Again, we'll see how good this video game is. I might be singing a different tune next week.
As long as I've known you, that is like, I could not envision a world where you're like, well, you know, guys, I graduated with a 4.0 from Harvard, Yale, and Princeton before I was 16.
I want to figure out whatever the antonym to hagiographical is. That's me.
Well,
it's genuine. Okay, genuine, sincere, earnest, ingenious. I like these antonyms. They're pretty.
Yeah,
good.
Those are great, and you are those things. So,
well, you can stop right there.
See, Nah, well, I can't stop. All right, so talk to us, Rob. What have these claims been from our good friend?
Yeah, so over the decades, NXIVM emphasized Rainier's specialness through hagiography? This word is going to trip me up in all of its different forms. Hagiography. A complaint from a 2020 lawsuit by former members of NXIVM recapitulated several fantastical claims made in marketing materials about Rainier. These claims included that Rainier spoke in complete sentences as a 1-year-old, mastered college-level mathematics in grade school, and was an elite athlete who won judo and track tournaments. Judo's kind of a fun, throwback, right?
Sure. I love that, and again, this is where, no ego, ego is wildly unchecked here, of just, one of these things, perhaps, right? It's all right, maybe you spoke in complete sentences as a 1-year-old.
Yep.
Sure, right? But then, you're also, God level talented at math and also, a judo expert. Just yo, get the fuck out of here, dude. I mean, it's going to get better. Trust me, it gets better.
Well, he frequently cited having 3 degrees from Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute.
Yep, RPI. Very, very prestigious school in upstate New York.
Got it. However, he graduated with a 2.26 GPA, having failed or barely passed many of the upper-level math and science classes he bragged about. 2.26 might be the lowest graduating GPA I think I've ever heard of. That's low.
That's not as smart as he's claiming to be.
No, it's not great. Let's see. Every August, NXIVM members would gather in Silver Bay, New York, to celebrate Rainier's birthday, known as what else? But Vanguard Week. I hope they played some tournaments of the video game, which began as a single day and eventually expanded to 11 days. The event included tribute ceremonies to Rainier by NXIVM members. Jim, I just recently celebrated my birthday, and those festivities lasted about 4 hours, and I was ready to cap it right there. I was like, all right, 4 hours. Can you imagine celebrating your birthday for 11 fucking days?
I mean, I've done 2 birthday parties, but that's 2 days, right? I feel like you just, after the 3rd day, it's well, it's me, right?
Yeah.
It's all about me right now.
Yep. Let's see. According to former high-ranking members of NXIVM, Rainier's word was final within NXIVM, and nothing of import happened within NXIVM without his approval. NXIVM students were taught that Rainier was the smartest and most ethical man in the world. Anyone claiming, I'm the most ethical, god damn it, no one's more ethical than me, probably... something's probably up.
Yes. Agreed.
All right, so let's move on to claims of of Rainier's superior intellect and sexual powers.
Oh, great. I mean, of course, because as being the most ethical man in the world, there's no way you're going to be a sexual predator in any capacity.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right. Well, before co-founding NXIVM, Keith Rainier made fantastical claims about his intelligence. I think we should make our Speedy Freaks do a drinking game to take a shot of Jenny every time I read the word fantastical, because this is at least the second, if not third time. Anyway, in June 1988, the Times-Union profiled Rainier, reporting on his membership in the Mega Society after he achieved a high score on founder Ronald K. Hofland's Mega Test, an unsupervised 48-question test published in the April 1985 issue of Omni magazine. I think we should take the Mega Test. We should find this
I'd be scared to. I feel like I'd learn something about myself I don't want to know.
And also mega is mega society, not capitalized, but mega and mega test, all letters are capitalized in mega. So who knows?
Who knows?
Although the mega test has been widely criticized as not having been properly validated, the 1989 edition of the Guinness Book of World Records, the last to include a category for highest IQ, described the Hoffman Research Group as the most exclusive ultra-high IQ society. And the 1989
nerds.
The 1989 Australian edition identified Ranieri, Marilyn Voss Savant, and Eric Hart as the highest scoring members of the group. So there you go. Some provenance.
Sure.
Provenance. The 2003 Forbes expose on NXIVM and Ranieri showed that Ranieri continued to make the claim of being the world's most intelligent man, with the addition of being the most ethical.
I feel like you just like ask him, so like if you're the world's most intelligent man, right? Well, answer me this question. Why are you dumb?
Yeah, right.
And why did you graduate with a 2.26 from RPI if you are the most intelligent man in the world?
I mean, Zuckerberg dropped out of Harvard, so I mean, he's pretty smart.
Well,
pretty cool guy.
But here's the thing, right? Is like I feel like he could make the argument of just like, well, I dropped out, so there's no like proof of how smart I am, right?
Yeah.
It still remains there's no
undocumented.
Quantifying.
Yeah.
Right. And it's documented that he is a 2.26 GPA. So like here's the track record of how smart you are.
Oh, should we get into his track record? Because he won several track tournaments, if you recall.
Oh, we're about to get into his track record.
Indeed. A different record, I think. Let's see. By the time of a 2012 Times Union article, these claims had extended to Ranieri, convincing some in NXIVM that, and I quote, his intellectual energy sets off radar detectors.
Oh, you crazy.
Yeah.
You're all the crazy right now.
That's kind of fun. I'm so smart radars go off, man.
That's not true.
And then you get like a little metal detector and you have a little piece of metal like woven into your shirt or something like, whoop. Oh, see? Oh, I'm pretty smart.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to pick up some tricks from this guy.
No. Rob, please don't.
I take it all back. I won't. Because we're getting into the sexual power section. At Ranieri's trial, testimony revealed that Ranieri had convinced several girls and women that sex with him could heal their purported disintegrations. Oh, I don't like that word. And that his semen had supernatural qualities, but not fantastical.
No.
Ranieri instructed one sexual partner to seek out a virgin because he needed a pure vessel for reasons energy-related and DNA-wise. That's
awful.
Yeah,
I think we're looking for the word awful and also batshit cuckoo banana crazy.
Yeah, this is becoming less fun. I'm unbookmarking the video game as we speak.
Good.
Let's see. Over its existence, former members and families of NXIVM clients, alarmed by Ranieri's behavior and NXIVM practices, spoke to investigative journalists of Forbes, Vanity Fair, the New York Observer, and the Times Union of Albany, describing the organization as a cult. There are a lot of boots on the ground for getting into this.
There's a lot of outlets here that are on this.
Yeah. The organization, also interesting to know that Forbes has an investigative journalism arm. I guess, you're getting into financial crime, so there you go. The organization was criticized similarly by Rick Allen Ross of the Cult Education Institute. Hey, there.
Which sounds like Rick Ross, as in the rapper, which is great. That's how I read it. I'm like, oh, word? In my head, I pictured Rick Ross as the Cult Education Institute guy.
Yeah, that could be. So, yeah, let's say it's the same guy. Former members spoke to the New York Times. They revealed grave concerns about Keith Raniere and NXIVM, including the existence of a secret society called DOS, in which women were branded, made to record false confessions, and provide nude photographs for blackmail. It's getting darker.
As we go further.
Yes. Following the New York Times expose, the United States Attorney for the Eastern District of New York investigated the organization and in 2018 brought criminal charges against Raniere. This was founded in, 98? I mean,
yeah.
God damn, that's a long...
30 years?
That's a long run, man.
20 years.
Yeah, 20 years to be, setting all this shit
Just
up.
a complete scumbag.
Yep. 2018 is when criminal charges were brought against Raniere and his co-founder Nancy Salzman and her daughter Lauren. Actress Allison Mack, Seagram heiress, like Seagram as in like Seagram's like
Gin?
I guess maybe Seagram heiress Claire Bronfman and bookkeeper Kathy Russell. The U.S. Attorney's Office argued in its Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act prosecution that NXIVM and its subsidiaries existed to promote, enhance, and protect Raniere and enterprise members. When the federal government's coming at you with a racketeering,
RICO, the RICO Act,
dude. Oh yeah, RICO, duh. Racketeering, Influence, and Corrupt, RICO Act. This is what brought down the goddamn mob back in the day.
Which, like, essentially, in a nutshell, is all you need to do is just get one person doing one thing, and now everybody's charged.
Yeah, and you can tie everyone together in the organization.
Yep.
There you go. The indictment alleged that Raniere and his co-defendants compromised an organized racketeering enterprise by recruiting others into NXIVM and DOS for financial and personal benefits, and committed crimes ranging from sex trafficking to forced labor and visa and wire fraud. All defendants except for Raniere pled guilty. Wow.
Of course.
Wow. I mean, I'm surprised anyone pled guilty. That's crazy.
This is like a level of like Firefest, like you know what I mean, like that level of disconnect of just like I've done nothing wrong.
Did we cut out the Ja Rule portion of this?
I mean, I'm surprised no rappers were down with this, but like this is the level of Billy, right?
Yeah.
Who just like, Billy to this day maintains his innocence that like I've done nothing wrong.
Yep.
And just as this guy's like, I've done nothing wrong.
Raniere chose to go to trial in 2019. Prosecutors revealed a decades-long pattern of grooming, sexual abuse of girls and women, physical and psychological punishments against dissenters, and hacking and vexatious litigation against enemies.
Ooh.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. That's a laundry list. Raniere was convicted of the top charges of racketeering and racketeering conspiracy, as well as several other charges. Judge Nicholas Graufus sentenced Raniere to 120 years imprisonment. That is quite a stint upstate. Oh my God.
That's life.
Yeah, and then some.
Sure.
Co-conspirators Claire Bronfman, Nancy Salzman, and Allison Mack were given lesser prison sentences. Lauren Salzman and Kathy Russell were each given non-prison sentences.
Of course, all these people were.
Oh, man. So the actress I was looking up, the actress who was part of this, she was in Smallville.
Yep. Yeah. I was just about to say, I feel like she was in Smallville.
Yeah. Holy shit. Wow, that's wild. She was like a quirky best friend or something, I think. And
criminal.
Yeah. Hey, she got out in 2023 though, so there you go.
Oh, good for her.
Just served 21 months. Wow.
Good for you.
There you go. Following Raniere's conviction, he continues to direct a small set of loyal members from his prison cell, of course, encouraging continued recruitment. I mean, the word's out, man. The word's out.
But even still, listen, The Fire Festival, even after Billy like was convicted,
Yeah.
like he did some sort of like other bullshit scam and people signed up for it.
Yep.
So like
I think he was just back at it.
He went right back at it. He found another way to like get into this fucked up scheme that he was involved in. So yeah. Of course.
At his direction, group members danced outside Ranieri's jail and staged protests against individual prosecutors. Based on statements of support, it is estimated that about 50 to 60 people remain loyal to him. That is a vice grip on people's psyches.
Incredible. Despite all of it, people are like, that's my ride or die, man.
Yeah.
Golly.
Well,
holy shit.
Jim, that is, in a nutshell, again, an abbreviated nutshell, that is the wild times of the NXIVM cult, the rise and fall. 20-year rise and fall. Again, I'm blown away that it lasted that long. And it was set up as a business. They had subsidiaries. That's crazy. What am I doing with my life? There's cult leaders setting up multiple businesses, and I'm just trying to make podcasts and whatnot.
Sure, and make content, things like that. When here you could be just like breaking and manipulating.
it's I guess that's true. Well, Jim, what are some things you want to manipulate our listeners into listening to in the future?
Well, let's say you're in a cult, right? And you're in the field and you're just waiting for directions from the Supreme Overlord to come down from space. You got your Nikes on. They're making, they got the Kool-Aid in the cooler near the field. But there's some more ingredients for the Kool-Aid that they haven't quite gotten to yet.
You need more sugar. Right?
Yep. You need to get more sugar, so like you're waiting. Well, while you're waiting, you can listen to my album Upstate Understandings. It is available on Bandcamp, right? You can go to jimsearch.bandcamp.com and you can get yourself a physical copy of the album. Mm-hmm. And also, I should add that you can now listen to it on all digital streaming platforms.
Oh, that's right.
Because it's everywhere.
It's worldwide.
It's worldwide. So if you want a physical copy, then Bandcamp's the way to go. But if you're just like, you know what, I want to feed into the machine of iTunes and Spotify, go download it to your phone. Whatever makes you feel pretty. Also, follow me on all social media at Jim Search. Hit up jimsearchcomedy.com. I list all my show dates there when I go do the stand-up funny jokes and things like that. Rob, they're out in the field. They're waiting. They're still waiting for the cult leader to give the next directive. They've got the album. They're laughing. The other members are like, "What's so funny?" Is there anything else they can do? What else could they possibly do?
Yeah, look, you just found out that your fantastical cult leader, who you all call Vanguard, and it's not weird that you do that, has just requested that you go dance outside the jail that he is currently staying at by choice. He's there by choice. There's no,
sure.
It's totally, it's all cool. But what are you going to dance to? My album. It's called New York Sticky, available at brooklynfrequency.bandcamp.com. Go check it out. This episode might even be coming out on Bandcamp Friday, I believe. So if you go and pick up either my album or Jim's album, all of those proceeds come to us. Usually Bandcamp takes, I would say, a modest cut, but on Bandcamp Friday, first Friday of the month, they give it all to us. So go grab that album. Go grab those albums. Also, you can check out the documentary that Jim and I made together, also called Understanding Upstate. It's a 30-minute documentary, behind-the-scenes look at the making of his album, Upstate Understandings. Link is in the bio to check it out. It's up on YouTube for free. It's a brisk 30 minutes And it's, Jim, I dare say it's pretty great.
I would say so too. It was really, really thoughtful and really well put together.
We're creeping up on 200 views too, so it's
hell yeah! I love to hear that, man.
The numbers are
sick.
They're getting up there. So go check that out. Also, as Jim said up top, please don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review the show. Again, throw in your favorite fantastical cult leader as a recommendation. And at the in the review, and we just might cover do a follow up on cult leaders if it's requested. So again, throw in a 5-star rating and review, and that really helps out the show. Spread the, dare I say, gospel of Understanding Upstate with a friend. And I've run out of cult jokes. Jim, that means it's time to tell everyone via a riddle what we're going to be talking about next week.
I will. I sure will. I hope that you will relish in the fact that you'll get to catch up with our topic for next week.
Wow. That was great. That was great.
Off the top of the head, too. I didn't
Shit.
even write that down.
No, that
came to me.
That had levels. That one had levels. What doesn't have levels is my closing transition, because it's just a riff on a joke you've already made. But you know what? Here we are. It's the end, and this is how we're going to do it. Are you ready, Jim?
Yeah. Oh, I'm born ready.
All right. Well, hey, let's drink up this Kool-Aid so we can get on out of here.
Woo.
Not as good as your riddle. Not as good. And again, it was already your joke. So you know what? It was great. It was actually good. I shouldn't talk shit about it.
Well, it's we're all here, man. We did this. We made this shit happen this week for y'all.
No, we're not here. We're leaving right now.
Understanding Upstate is a podcast hosted by Jim Search and Rob Adler, edited by Rob Adler, and music from Regal Monk.